What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network. Going for gold, man.
Going for gold wrestling podcast, man.
Live in full effect in Houston, Texas. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Today's a special day, man.
Tell them why it's special, bro.
Because today we have one of the most phenomenal women in the business today.
Yeah.
This young lady right here, she is a commentator.
What else?
An announcer, a wrestler,
yep.
a professional karaoke singer, matter of fact. She is the Wrestling Shop's women's champion out of San Antonio, Texas. And she is the amazing pro wrestling queens champion out of Laredo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Bombshell, Okhaley, Danielle.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, yeah,
welcome to the show. She's always been a friend of us, the podcast and everything. We finally got her to come through, man.
Yeah.
Tell her story, tell her grind. How you feeling today, Okhaley?
I'm feeling, with this being in a whole different setting I haven't been in before, it's a little, nervous, but, I'm with family. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
and
man. Welcome,
it feels good.
welcome. We're glad to have you.
You are the first women's wrestler on the Going for Gold Wrestling podcast.
That's another first, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Clap it up for her. Clap it up for her. She's the one.
First.
She's one of the ones.
She is definitely one of the ones where she be taking them bumps. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. The bumps she be taking. Okhaley, how do you do it? You have taken some tremendous bumps throughout your career. Just the last time I seen you take a crazy bump was off a ladder through a door.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Wrestle Rave. Yeah, that one was crazy. At first, whenever it was mentioned to me, it was like, hey, how do you feel about taking a bump through a door or a table? And I'm like, okay. But then, like, the day of, I really thought about it, and I was like, dude, I'm really going to go through a door off of a ladder. It was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like you can't practice that. It's just like it's like you just do it. And like mere moments before it was gonna happen, like I remember I was setting up the ladder to get into that spot, and I was just like, oh my God. And I'm afraid of heights as it is.
No shit.
So trying to go up the ladder, I was like, oh my God. Like I put the belt up there. And I was like, okay, yeah, Alex won, blah, blah, blah. And I put it back down and handed it to Alex. And I was like, all right, man.
Here it comes.
That's exactly what it was. I saw Alex, and he just like, whoa. And I was like, oh, no. And I took it, and I was just like.
It was a great pop, though.
It was a good pop, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I remember watching it on IWTV, and I was just like, Okhaley, like I would have never thought, I would have ever done a spot like that before, but I was just like, all right, it happened. And I just seen like whenever I posted it on my Instagram and things like that, it just kept getting a lot of shares, a lot of likes and comments. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah, it blew up.
Off of one door spot.
So I know you've taken many different spots. Do you have a favorite spot that you took,
A favorite spot? Actually, I will always say probably when Brick Savage
we was talking about
that. When he had me on the apron and he did his little his driver right on the apron. That was probably like my first like huge spot that like bump that I ever like took in my managing career. So I always feel like that will always be like my favorite one. It was just insane because like he just picked me up like nothing too. He just did it one-handed and it was like boom. It happened so quick that it like I was just like okay, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm on the ground now.
We seen that one in person. We was there that day.
Oh my gosh, she's dead. I was like, oh my God. Look.
That was crazy. It was. That's like one of my favorite spots you did too. That was crazy.
Seriously, I was just like Alex went to go and check up on me. He's like, you good? I was like, I'm okay.
Oh man. Well, I want to take it back a little bit because I know that you are a Bret Hart fan, and I'm pretty sure he inspired you and everything like that. But you could just tell the world, when did it hit you? Hey, I love wrestling. I want to do this.
So growing up as a kid, I always watched WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I'll briefly just talk about my dad because my dad is a sensitive subject, but he's one of the reasons why I watched wrestling. He watched it as a kid as well, and he grew up watching it. So I always knew about like old school wrestling because of the VHS tapes, DVDs, everything that we all collected, and him just recording pay-per-views on DirecTV and things like that.
Yeah.
So I've always watched it all my life. And one day watching Survivor Series 1992 with my dad, that's whenever I really, really discovered Bret Hart. I was like in 7th grade watching it with my dad, and it was his promo before the match that he had with Shawn Michaels that day. That's what really got me. It was like he was saying how he worked 8.5 years to get to be World Wrestling Federation champion. So I was just like, wow. Like that's really like inspiring and motivates you, like it took him almost 10 years to be a world champion,
Yeah.
Yeah. And watching that match, it was a phenomenal match, actually. Everyone wants to talk about WrestleMania 12 or the Montreal Screwjob and things like that with Bret and Shawn, but that match that they had in Survivor Series 92 was a very classic match as well. And that made me really want to dig deep into Bret Hart's career, and just watching all his matches was just endless for me. Like I can rewatch any of his matches and I would never say like something was horrible about a match that he did, because everything was realistic. Everything is like smooth, and his matches with Mr. Perfect are just, oh my God, just
Next
beautiful.
Level. Yeah.
So it's just like that moment there. And then, being a 10-year-old watching wrestling, I was just like, I want to do this one day. And I have a twin brother, and I always would practice wrestling moves on my twin brother. We'll practice moves on each other. We'll accidentally black out each other and stuff, Yeah. It'd be the most craziest stuff. It would do the walls of Jericho on me, and I'm like blacking out.
Damn. Oh, y'all was really wrestling.
You didn't tap out. You didn't tap. You
DDT on the outside. It was crazy.
Damn.
Like me and my brother, we did some crazy stuff.
I didn't know you could black out from walls of Jericho.
You can. The pressure, you just reel it back, and you're just like you're trying to tell him, hey yo, I'm I'm seeing black now. I can barely breathe. He's over here just still cranking it.
Really?
Blacking out. we on that. Blacking out. You real tough. I would have tapped.
I'm telling you, like I said, like me and my brother, like I said, we would jump off of play sets. Like Rob Van Dam was like one of my favorites as a kid too.
Yeah.
I would go on top of the play set, do a 5-star frog splash. He'll move out the way, knock the wind out of myself.
Oh my God.
Outside. It was like, it's funny, like looking back on those moments.
How many receipts you owe your brother?
Oh,
plenty.
27 years worth. I can say that.
I can imagine. Wow.
I can see why you so tough now. It makes sense. Hearing stories like that, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So tell us about that moment when you just, first day of training, period. First day. Like, I know that can be kind of nervous and intense.
Yeah, that first day.
I can remember my first day of conditioning. So let's say, what was it? July 22nd, 2020 was when I walked in Reality of Wrestling and I signed my waiver to start training. The next day was whenever I did conditioning. And it was like probably like 2 weeks of conditioning that we had to do. It was quite a bit as far as like cardio is concerned. We had to do a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, squats, burpees. It was quite a bit. And it was a little intense for me because like coming off like I was a power lifter in high school.
Okay.
So like we didn't do a whole bunch of cardio things. We lifted a lot of weights, and so I had to build cardio into my everyday training as well. And I hate cardio.
Yeah, cardio sucks.
I'm sure like everyone can practically be like, no, cardio is like the worst. But you know, you still have to implement it into training because it's a big part of wrestling is cardio. So, but I remember when I first walked in, everyone was very welcoming, you know, making sure that you're good, that you're okay, making sure you were doing your conditioning.
Yeah.
I just remember how much of a family it felt too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that first day, man.
It gets intense though, but
it's crazy.
But it's still like a beautiful thing at the end because, you know, not only was I doing conditioning too, but there were other people doing conditioning as well that were like days ahead of me. So we're all just, you know, motivating each other.
I'm trying to get through it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because we all want to see us being in that ring and actually doing our first rolls or our first bumps and, you know, things like that, running the ropes, everything in that. So it's like we all wanted to motivate each other and be able to get in there.
Yeah, definitely. So, Haley, you are a queen of many trades. Like I said, you announce, you commentate, you do a lot of things. How did you come about starting with like commentating?
Do I even remember is the question. I've done so much that I can't remember a lot of how I first start things.
Yeah.
So I think with commentary, it was whenever, let me think. When
she did a lot.
I have.
Yeah.
She's a professional analyst. She's on that commentary team. I'm telling you.
I think this was whenever RWR was still around. Renegade Wrestling Revolution was still around.
You went way back.
Yeah. It also kind of hits a nerve on that one, but it's okay. But yeah, I think it first started off with RWR. And then PWF came around and they asked me if I can do commentary with them. And I was just like, I don't know why they want me to do commentary. Because I never thought my commentary was the best.
Yeah.
Not by any means. I just feel like with what I do with commentary is that I'm reacting of what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't like to know anything beforehand. I like to just jump right in and just here it is. And I'm reacting to everything that I'm seeing. Because that's the most realist thing that you can do. Is the realest thing you can get. And, you know, even though like I'm in the business, I do wrestle and I do everything and I'm still a fan. You know, I was a fan in the beginning. So with me still being a fan and also with me being in this business, I'm still reacting as how I am as a fan. Even though like you can just tell something could happen or something like that. But I'm just like, the fan in me is not going to ruin, or, you know, the professionalism in me is not going to ruin the fan in me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it's just like I said, just how I react. And it's just like, dude, I can't believe this is happening. You know?
Yeah. You had some good spots in like commentary. Because I remember I reached out to you. I was like, that's something I wanted to at least try my hand. I always wanted to be like a color commentary. I always like guys like JBL or Pat McAfee or something.
Yeah.
Bro, JBL used to just be wild to me. Like, you know,
He's
I don't want to
insane.
be like Booker T wild because sometimes I feel like he be going overboard sometimes. But JBL be saying some stuff. You be like, all right, now, you know you shouldn't have said that.
You know, I also feel like with certain commentators, they have a little enhancements beforehand, and that brings them into
the zone.
Yeah, or a little out of the zone, you know. Thankfully, I'm not one of those. I don't do that. Not when I do commentary or none of that. So it's like, no. I've seen people do it, and it gets them.
Gets the people going.
It gets the people going.
It gets the commentators going. It gets the fans going. I'm just like, whoa.
Nobody knows what it is.
Oh, man.
That is funny.
So, also, you got into the managing role as well. And so you kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, with the whole managing role, I mean, when I first saw you doing that, I was like, damn, she everywhere. God, I was like, damn, she doing this.
She do this, she do that, she do that. Like,
but you do it very well, though. You do it very well.
Thank you.
Like, you get a lot of heat, too, which is cool.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize how much heat that I usually get until the last Wrestle Rave show.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
we was front row.
Yeah, we was upset about that.
It did get a lot of hand, though.
Yeah. I've had people, you know, cuss me out. I've had people physically like get in my face, things like that. But at the last Wrestle Rave show,
that was uncalled for.
It really was. Yeah. I got spat on by a fan, and it really shocked me because like I'm just like, if I didn't open my eyes at the right time, I would have never known it happened. Because I was like, you know, I'm like, you know, I went through a door. So I'm over here like, you know, it's hurting. I'm on the outside now. And if I didn't open my eyes at the right time, I would have never seen the guy that spat on me. And I was so disgusted. Because I'm just like, that's like the worst thing that you can do to someone is spit on them. That's like the utmost disrespectful thing. I was just like, oh my gosh.
I damn near killed somebody for that.
Bull job, Stephen A. Bull job. Man, look, I'm telling you
right now. You have no
now,
idea how mad I was.
The whole show would have been over. I'm cutting up. I'm cutting up.
I was so mad. I go backstage and I'm just like, I can't believe this guy spit on me. Everyone's like, what happened? Who did that? Like, the whole locker room was going to go beat up this guy for me. I was just like, you know, that's why I always say, like, wrestling is always a family to me because they all had my back. Wrestle Rave management had my back. Everyone had my back on that. And I'm just, like, super grateful for that. But I was just like, I just wanted to just, you know, just one time. But I was just like, you know, Alex had to calm me down and was just like, remember your image, you know? I'm just like, okay, you're right. But I still wanted to punch him.
Fuck that image.
I wanted to let him have it, you know?
So speaking of, well, my bad.
No, you're fine. Okay. Go ahead.
So, well, you just popped it in my head. So speaking of punching and kicking ass, you got these 2 belts right here.
Yes.
You've been kicking a lot of ass lately.
You know, you've been kicking a lot of ass everywhere.
Whole lot of ass.
Whole lot of ass.
Whole lot of ass.
So, when winning these 2 beautiful titles here, now you got the X on your back now. Everybody wants to be champ.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to these upcoming challengers that want to take this gold off your waist?
They can try. But the outcome is going to be the same.
I mean, you know, I've been hearing a lot of talk, you know. A lot of women want to come after you for these titles.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're the Bombshell.
They know it too.
Oh, what? Okay.
Oh.
I mean, plain and simple, they know it too.
So the Wrestle Shop Championship.
Yes.
Out there in San Antonio. How is the atmosphere out there? How's the crowd? How's the locker room? How is it out there?
They're phenomenal, to be honest with you. The locker room, like I always say, like every promotion I have been to, every locker room has been, you know, super welcoming, super inviting, super loving and caring. And just, like I say, like everywhere I go, it's just a family. Like I can always just keep saying family, 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 family everywhere I go. Dill Dempsey, like he's like we always like play around on social media talking mess to each other and things like that, but he's really like one of the biggest supporters that I have. He's always making sure I'm okay. He, you know, talks me through like if I get nervous or something like that. He's one of the first people that's like, "Hey, you got it, Bombshell." And if it wasn't for Dill, I probably wouldn't have came back as quick as I had last year to come back into wrestling because I had my injury on my wrist and I was scared to even get back into wrestling. So Dill really like talked me through with it, and we had our first intergender match in Next Level Wrestling. That they also had. That was their first intergender match that they had. And again, like everything was just like it felt good. You know, it felt like it was something I needed to come back to. Because it didn't go away from me, you know? Like I've always wanted to get back into the ring and be a wrestler. Not just only like doing commentary or ring announcing or even managing Alex, but I wanted to get back into who the Bombshell really is, you know?
Yeah.
What does it mean to be their champion?
What does it mean to be champion in general, or just?
Well, so for that promotion, I really like what they're doing. I like the fans there. I see it all over social media, and I mean, I haven't been there in person, but I just want to know like how does it feel there? You know what I'm saying? Like you their champion, and it just. I mean, I want to go bad, man.
Well, first and foremost, they hate me there. All the kids hate me there. But
not the kids.
Yeah, the kids. Can you believe
that? But you suck.
Damn.
Yeah, they hate me, but you know they still come see me anyway.
True.
So
buy them tickets,
hate me all you want to, but you gonna be there to see the Bombshell.
Go get them tickets, man.
If it's that I have my hand raised with my championship, or if I'm down and out still champion, you know they're still gonna boo me anyway.
Hey, any heat is good heat, huh?
Not all heat.
I ain't gonna say that.
Not all. Get spat on was not.
Okay.
But you know, but I understand what you meant.
Yeah.
We got heat.
But yes, but we definitely have something going there with the wrestling shop, and it's a great like I said, it's a great atmosphere, it's a great place. Like I said, the kids hate me, but other than all of that, it's just the interactions with the crowd is
chef's kiss.
It is beautiful. Like all I had to do was just grab a microphone and they boo me.
Damn.
You know?
That's that Dominic Mysterio.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even have to do anything. I can just make my entrance and everyone boos me.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like it's like I love the interactions I get there. And then, you know, like after the show, like everyone is still very inviting. Everyone is still like there to like chill and hang out and take pictures and, you know, buy merch or whatnot. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Y'all should go there. Seriously.
Yeah,
y'all would totally love y'all would love the atmosphere there for real.
We're gonna try to catch it pretty soon, man. It's just we busy these days, man. We getting back into it.
Yeah,
so
we definitely getting back into it. So you just mentioned intergender matches, and I was there for the one with you and Isaac, and
yeah,
that was a great storyline, though, bro. That was a great storyline. I was very invested in that, man.
Like,
that was dope.
That was dope.
That was like one of the best triggers PWF could have pulled. Like that had everybody investing into it.
What? I was like, damn. You know what, Isaac? You're still on my list for that. Choked, and oh my God.
You can't lie though, your boy did snap.
He did.
I'm talking about just RKO everything.
Yeah.
Not Cheryl. Don't do
Cheryl. Not Sherry.
I know. I was like, don't do it.
Oh, man. Hey.
Reconsider.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. When it comes to Maniac, that guy is a PWF original.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Heart and soul.
Most definitely.
Of PWF. And man, I remember when I first saw him, he had the image, he had the look. The crowd was behind him. I took my kids and they was all excited.
And he was throwing snacks.
Yeah, he was throwing snacks.
Who doing that? Who throwing snacks?
Yeah, he was throwing snacks.
Because that's his favorite thing is gummy worms, gummy bears. Like he loves gummies. Yeah, that's like his thing. So it's like handing them out to them too for that.
Come on, I got it. Come on.
I remember when I first started doing commentary, he was handing me gummies and stuff like that. Yeah. But I had to tell him, I was like, well, I'm a type 1 diabetic. So so then he felt bad that he kept giving me gummies, but he didn't know and I didn't tell him. But I was just like, I thought that was really sweet of him. You know, I'll just keep them anyway. But I was just like, well, I'm diabetic, so.
She was like, nah, I don't really want to partake.
He was just like, oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You probably feel bad too.
He did, but it's okay now. I know why he did it now.
Yeah, I want to get him on the show soon, but
yeah, no, I was thinking about I was just gonna be like, hey, did you want to come with me? But
should have.
I know
he could take along with you.
He was asleep, so I didn't want to bother him. So
man, that's a good dude right there.
Yeah,
definitely good dude right there.
He really is such a sweetheart.
Oh, man, what you got, Denzel?
Amazing Pro Wrestling Queens Championship, man. Laredo, Texas. We gotta talk about that also.
See, she going all over Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Like she is just not based in Houston. She's everywhere.
I feel like I get booked more in San Antonio and Laredo than I do Houston nowadays.
Hey, I mean, with you being the champion,
but even before I was champion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Even before I was champion. I was getting booked with APW and then 5 Star out there is in Laredo. And then Wrestling Shop. I got booked for TWA in January. Texas All Star. I'd be forgetting all the promotions I'm even at anymore either.
I mean, because like I said, I see you everywhere. It's not a place I don't see you. I'm like, what Haley doing over? Haley over here too? God, dog, where is she not working?
And it's like, I seen her. Matter of fact, I think you was defending this belt right here. And you was in there with some luchadors, the women.
Yeah, Sexy Floor and Denise Day. That was last Friday.
How do you adjust to the lucha style? I mean, your championship was on the line.
It can be difficult, especially with the language barriers and things like that. But really, it's like you just stick to what you know. And I'm not gonna go out there and try to do something that I'm not quite experienced in. I'm just going to stick with what I know, and it still works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
man,
that's why I'm still champion.
Yeah, you still are champion because that was triple threat. Just came out on top. Man, so you've been in the ring with a lot of good people. Who is someone that you got good in-ring chemistry with?
For sure, Denise Day. Denise Day, she's based in Laredo. That's who I beat for both of these championships. It's like when I first met her, it clicks.
Some people you just click with. Yeah,
most definitely. Trying to think. Dill Dempsey is also another that clicks very well with, and I think it's also because we just know our moves very well.
Yeah.
It's like we don't even have to go in and just be like, hey, we this and this. It's like we just know right then and there. We already know each other's moves quite well. I'm trying to think who else. Because like again, like with Denise, I wrestled her so many times. It's like we know each other's moves, so many moves as well.
It's not too much stuff that you have to really call. You kind of just feel each other, and it happens.
It's like we just look at each other and be like, "Yeah, we're doing that."
They telepathically speaking.
Yeah, we just look at each other and we just nod. It's like we got the we already know.
You go this way, I go that way.
That's exactly what it is. I'm just trying to think because I've had so many. Drea's a good one. She's based in Austin. She's phenomenal as far as like chemistry is concerned with her as well.
Man, you've been in the ring with a lot of them, so
I have, and it's so like, many. And I feel bad that if I forget somebody, you know. Oh, I hate that.
We understand. It's just so much you have been doing. It makes sense.
Because sometimes, like my matches and my managing stuff gets all mixed in between, and I forget which one I did because there's so much I've done. And it's only been like what 3 years that I've done this, and I'm already forgetting things.
Yeah, I mean, time flies. I mean, trust me, I forget a lot too these days. I forget a whole lot these days. So you are what I like to call, and I've seen this firsthand, a professional karaoke. What's your go-to?
People say it's professional.
I mean, I think it's professional. I done seen you and Maniac like plenty of times doing y'all thing. What's your favorite go-to karaoke song?
I usually do Separate Ways by Journey.
Okay.
That's always like my go-to. I remember when I first started karaoke, it was Redneck Woman by Gretchen Wilson.
Okay.
But that's just because like that's something I grew up like singing and dancing to as a kid anyway.
Okay.
And I was so scared.
Really?
I was not natural, okay? It took some time to build karaoke Bombshell, okay? Karaoke Bombshell was not there, I promise you. If it wasn't for Robert, I wouldn't have done karaoke.
Yeah. I seen that one time he got up there and he sung The Lion King. I was like, oh shit.
Damn, The Lion King?
Lion King.
It was dope too though. It was
he dope. Does all the voices and everything.
It was dope.
He did somebody just a little baby.
I'm telling you, next time, like you need to go whenever he does what was the song? I just can't wait to be king.
Yeah.
He does all the voices in that.
Classic.
Everything is just on point. Like you would think like it's the actual movie.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
He did pretty good.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
And plus Lion King is his favorite movie. So it's like it's easy.
Can't go wrong with Lion King. I still watch it.
So does he.
The only karaoke songs I could do, just give me anything Rick James. This is about
then
as
why
much
didn't
as you
do it?
I ain't know if y'all had Rick James or not.
Look, we have anything. You can ask him anything, he'll find it.
Yeah, just give me any Rick James song.
I'm gonna Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you a Swiftie?
I'm a Swiftie.
Yo, so in certain like venues, that Robert would run his shows, I would do some Taylor Swift too. I've done Shake It Off, yeah. I've also done Love Story.
Oh yeah. Hey, I like Taylor Swift.
And Blank Space. That one's a new one I've been trying.
I like that Bad Blood song.
Oh, Robert's been trying to get me to do that one.
Hey, I'm a Swiftie.
Oh my goodness. What about would you do what's the chick name? Sabrina Carpenter?
I wouldn't do Sabrina Carpenter. I'm more of a classic rock girl. So I do a lot of classic rock songs or some country. I have done some rap songs. Like I've done Paper Planes by MIA.
Oh, okay.
I fly like
Get high.
That was a
Like
classic at
planes,
one
yeah.
point. Everybody was doing that.
Yeah. Everyone pops for that one.
Yeah. That's. I usually try to stick to a song that I know everybody would sing along to. Makes it easier on me, you know. Like, okay, I ain't got to just worry about just so much on vocals myself. If everybody gonna sing along to this song,
so he'd be doing like "Don't Stop Believing." And,
see, like that's one of them. Yeah, everybody gonna sing along
Sweet
to
Caroline.
that.
Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba. Everybody gonna jump into that. Yeah, see, like songs like that, you can't go wrong with. What's another good one?
My first time doing karaoke, I did the Young Dro Shoulder Lean.
that's a pretty good one, though. That's pretty good,
cool.
though. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I had fun with it, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
At the time, he was my favorite rapper, so.
That's cool. I'm telling y'all need to come out again to do some karaoke.
I'll come out pretty soon,
because his shows are really, really great.
Yeah. They be having that karaoke on lock, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You see why I be out there? I'm like, hey, man, it's time to be had.
Yeah, because you did tell me you had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time. I had fun, bro.
I also did Zombie by the Cranberries.
Okay.
See, when it comes to like, I guess like, I don't really know what genre it is, because I mean, I'm all over the place. I like country, pop, hip hop. I can listen to some kind of like orchestra music sometime here and there, but like I like 21 Pilots, Green Day.
I like some 90s alternative type.
Yeah, I'll be all over the place, man. I'll be all over the place. What's that? Damn, they had the song with WWE a long time ago. It's called My Sacrifice. I can't think of that.
My Sacrifice. Creed.
Creed, there we go. Creed. Can't go wrong with some Creed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to check it out with y'all. I'm gonna
drag him out there. I'm gonna bring him.
Of course. If y'all go to the Texas All-Star show in Cypress next week, then he'll be in Montrose.
Okay.
Beetlejuice. After party at Beetlejuice.
After party.
Yes. After party at Beetlejuice.
So, do you have anything coming up soon, you know, as far as wrestling or defending any championships or any shows at all?
I am in a triple threat match for Texas All-Star next week against Killa Kate and Ember Lynn. And then I'm ring announcing for PWF on the 22nd. I have a whole calendar full of stuff.
She's busy, man. She's busy. Busy.
Look, I've been so busy that I had to put everything in a calendar now.
I mean, hey,
that's good.
You're right.
That's
but
good.
It's like sometimes I'd be forgetting.
That's good. I love to see people booked and busy.
And then Wrestle Rave is March 29th. And
that's gonna be the one in Tomball, huh?
Yes,
I think that's gonna be.
I ain't gonna lie.
Cool.
I've been liking what Wrestle Rave been doing now. It's like they rebranded themselves. They putting out these great like commercial kind of style videos. I like the online where you get different Wrestle Rave shirts and wrestler shirts through the Wrestle Rave site. They going different places now, so it's pretty cool to see them outside of PWF arena.
Premier Arena.
Yeah, Premier Arena. I mean, I really like what they're doing. Their presentation is good. They tapping in with the WWE ID, wrestlers coming in. So that's another couple of eyes on the product as well. So that's what's up.
And then I have Local Underground, March 27th.
Damn.
I want to go, but man, I work on Thursdays.
1, 2, 3,
she all over the place.
Wait, no, never mind. I ain't gonna say that one yet.
Keep it in the bag.
Yeah, it's in the bag.
I also wanted to ask you this. It's a couple like fan questions that we put out there.
Okay.
Just pretty much, hey, what y'all want to ask and stuff like that. They had said to any upcoming women's wrestler or wrestlers in general that want to come into the business, whether it's wrestling, ring announcing, management, do you have any inspirational words or encouragement to anybody trying to get into that field?
don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm always the person that everyone does come to me to figure out what they want to do, or as far as like motivating words and things like that. So for me, when I first started, I remember how hard it was. It was a big toll on my body, not just, you know, because of me being a type 1 diabetic and things like that. It was going to be a little harder for me. But throughout the experience of how hard it was, the outcome of the entire thing was more on my mind than it was of it being hard. It's like, yeah, you're working hard to do this and that or what have you, but just know that the outcome at the end of it, or even still that beginning of it, is going to be more of the insight than what it is, you know, whenever you're first starting. When I first started, it was like, man, I don't know if I can do this, you know, because it was hard. Like you wake up and you feel like you're stiff as a board, or you feel like you got ran over by a car or something like that. But then you go back into training the next day, and then you come back again, and you come back again, and you come back again, and you're in the gym, and you come back to training. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and then you're rewarded in that, you know, like you're rewarding your body, yourself, and your mental and everything. And now, like, I look at myself now than where I was then. You know, even whenever I had hurt my wrist, I had broke my wrist at one point, and I still was just like, man, I don't know if I can do this, but here I am, and I have 2 championships. I went through a door, and I didn't ever think that would ever happen to me. Yeah. I have had so many opportunities in this business that I never dreamt of having before. 10-year-old Haley would have never thought, you know, that 27 Haley, the Bombshell, is here, you know? Yeah. So it's like in those trials and tribulations and just the hard work that you're putting into it, just know, like, all of that you're putting into it is going to help you in the long run. No matter if you're trying to do wrestling or be a commentator, a ring announcer, or a manager, every part of the business means as much as the next.
Got you. Before we get out of here, you want to share where they can find you at on social media?
Oh, Lord. I gotta look all that up. Because I don't remember most of my stuff. Ain't that funny? So on Instagram, it's one Haley, which is Haley. Haley. Don't misspell that. Then I don't know what the little
underscore.
That. Yeah. Danielle, which is Danielle. And then I have a Facebook page that is just Haley Danielle. And I have an X, which I'm not on it as much as I should be. But that one is the same thing as my Instagram.
Okay. Well, we had a fantastic, great time having you on the show. Definitely want to do this again.
Of course.
Definitely bring Maniac. Gotta holler at him too.
Yes.
Hey, if you're at home, make sure y'all like and subscribe right now. Tap that button right now. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Make sure y'all follow us and y'all follow Haley, man. Check out her matches she had. Check out the matches she's got coming up. Support her. And just get involved, man. This is the movement.
With that being said, this is our... What episode is this?
92nd?
Well, this is our 92nd episode.
90-something.
Hey, man, make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms. Mikey Manslaughter Facts, a.k.a. Color Money Mike.
Ooh, Zello Smoke.
Hey, man, we out.